All right, presented by the Richmond Theater, as you say, Critics Circle. The Artsies are Richmond's answer to the Tonys and other awards that celebrate arts and entertainment.
9th annual Black Tie Gala will be held tonight. Joining us this morning is the host for this year's event, award-winning actress and singer Desiree Roots Centello, along with the RTCC committee member Rich Grissett. Great to have you both here. I'm going to start with you because if I start with her, that's where I'll stay.
Yeah,
She's a star.
Yeah, and a diva and a star and wonderful and all that. No, I'm not starting with her. No, okay. This is a big night. How did this all come about? And you know, Richmond has become a real center for the arts, hasn't it?
It has. About 9 years ago, a bunch of the theater critics in town, they were kind of like, hey, maybe we should put something together to, honor all of the achievement that we have in the local theater community. And so there was the first one that was held at the Firehouse, and it filled out really quickly. They said, we need to move it up. And so the next year was at the November, then the Empire. And ever since, we've had this big, flashy event. And yeah, I mean, Richmond is just on the up and up when it comes to the arts. Yeah, it's just exploded.
We have so many talented actors and actors in the Richmond area. I remember when this first started, I looked in the paper and I didn't see your name, and I called you and I said, Desiree, you're not nominated. What's going on? She says, you've got to nominate. So is that how that works?
Yeah, I guess you're nominated by the theater critics, and this year for the first time we have a steering committee called the TAP panel. And they go and see as many shows as they can, and then they vote, and then you get the nominees, and then from that you get the award winners.
So you're the host for this evening, just because if they had you in there, you'd win everything. So, and probably already have. So, being the host, is this the first time you've done this as the host?
This is the first time I've been a host of something this huge, and it's terrifyingly wonderful to anticipate, if that's a way of putting it.
Terrifyingly wonderful
to anticipate, yes.
That's a song title right there.
It is. Let me write that down.
Get Jason back in here.
It's just, the whole event is just, it's grown so much. I mean, I've participated as far as singing and being nominated and performing with groups, but to actually be the host, it's definitely one that I can scratch off my bucket list.
So as host, will you also perform or just strictly hosting?
I'm hosting, I'm performing, I'm nominated, so yeah, I'm doing all three tonight.
So how many shows can you give us some idea of who's been nominated, what some of the shows that have been nominated?
Well, Dreamgirls is one of the nominees this year.
Missed that this year. Gosh, that was an amazing production.
Great.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, so that's one of them. There's Croaker the Musical.
Yes.
There's a whole list. I mean, what else would you say was good this past year?
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Oh Goodness Mountaintop, Little Shop of Horrors.
American Idiot.
American Idiot. Pretty much just every show from every theater outlet in town. Everyone has produced such awesome pieces this year that it's a well-rounded nomination of everything.
I haven't been to this, so I'll ask a ridiculous question, but that's never stopped me before. Do you have for set design and costume and all of it, just like the other shows?
Yep. We have a whole slew of technical awards. And it's funny is, sometimes the people that are putting the award show together and, working on the lights, if they win, they have to pause everything and run down real quick and get their award and then come back real quick. So, yeah, so some of them are working even during the event.
Yeah, it's lights, sound design, choreography, costumes, set design, pretty much everything. Yeah.
And this is, before we run out of time, this is also a fundraiser too.
It is. It's a fundraiser for the Greater Richmond Theater Artists Fund, which it helps folks who are falling on hard times. Maybe their electricity's been cut off, or they're having trouble with medical bills. So this is a fundraiser for that, and all proceeds from the show go towards that.
Richmond rolls out the red carpet for the 9th annual Artsies Black Tie Gala tonight at the November Theater on West Broad Street, downtown, home of the Richmond Repertory Theater. Desiree Roots Centello is the mistress of ceremony. The program begins at 7:30. We'll have all the information on our website, WTVR.com/VTM.